Hi, this is Professor Deb Wallace, and I'm just creating a quick video on how to start your blog reflection post. So I've gotten a number of emails from people who aren't clear on what they need to do to actually create their post. So I'm just going to walk through this pretty quickly, and it's pretty simple. So if you've created your blog, which you should have already done, you actually should be pretty much in the front door of your blogging site on Blogger. And if you are there, you'll notice that you have these items that are part of the contents of your blog. So you'll see all posts, your stats, any comments, campaigns, pages, the layout and themes. So these are the layouts of what you want displayed on your blog page as your theme, your color scheme, and your theme settings. So the settings include information that you want published on your blog, where you're from, if you want people to see your profile, what information you want people to see in your profile. The reading list is actually what you would use if you want to manage and view other people's blogs. So I'll actually do a separate video about creating a reading list, especially if you have blogging buddies. It will be easier if you have a reading list, so you don't have to keep going back to either the Google Docs that were sent out with tables of people's links, blogging links, and of course the help link as well. So if you're going to create your post, your first post, you can do that one of two ways. You can either click this link where it says create a new post, or you can click this orange button where it says new post, right? Either or, you're going to end up in the same place. So I'm just going to go ahead and click the orange button where it says new post. And what happens is you'll get taken to a new page. A new page will open up, and you'll notice, right, that you can put your post title. I'm going to put a post title. And I'm going to put the date. And then you notice this beautiful blank white sheet of paper, which is where you're actually going to start putting your actual blog post. Now notice how the setup looks. It looks sort of like a Word document. Of course, you can compose, right? You're able to compose. You can change the font, right? Bold, italicize, underline. You can change the color of the font. You can change, what looks like the color of the text in the background. You can add a link. You can add a picture. You can add a video. There's some emoticons. You can add, you can insert breaks. So let's go ahead and just type something really quickly. Just something very quick. So once I've completed my blog post and I'm pretty much ready to publish, but before I publish, I want to know how my blog post is going to look to the public. So what I want to do is I actually want to preview that post before I actually publish it. So you'll notice here in the upper right hand corner, you'll notice publish, save, preview, and close. So always save what you've typed, right? Just like in Word, or if you're save it if you're typing in Notebook or Notepad, you want to save your work, because just because you type it, it does not automatically save. So save it. So once I save it, I want to preview what I've posted against the backdrop of either my color scheme, my themes, and any pictures that may constitute the backdrop of my blog. So what I'm going to do is click preview. When I click preview, another window is going to open. So you'll notice it says preview right here, right? Another window did pop up, and this is what my blog posts look like, right? I put the date. The date automatically pops up, but I added the date in my title. And this is what I wrote on my post. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to go back to my blog, the back door of my blog where I started my post. I saved my post. And because I'm pretty okay with my post, I'm actually going to go ahead and publish it, right? So what happens when I publish, you go back to your original screen where we saw the table of contents of all the things that we talked about earlier, and a link is going to show up, right? And this link is your published blog post. Now notice when I put my cursor on that blog post, I have options that come up underneath that blog post. It's published, right? So I can edit, I can view it, or I can delete it. If I'm not happy with what I've published, I can always go back and edit. So what I would do is I would click on edit. I am going to change that, right? So I can preview it, right? Or I can revert back to draft. But I want to preview. I'm actually going to revert back to draft. And what this does is it saves and it takes it out of publish mode and it saves it as a draft, right? So I'm going to save it again. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to preview it before I publish it. And previewing it will allow me to see the changed text, right? The way the public would see it if it's published, right? So notice again, it says preview. And notice also that when I preview, another window pops up. So I can close this window out and I can go back to my original, my blog where I've typed in my information. And because I'm satisfied, I'm going to go ahead and publish. Right? And that's how you create a blog post, right? If you have any questions, feel free to email me. You have my email address. Thanks for watching.